So if you didn't notice yet, but you can see right there, I actually got the DJI digital FPV goggles. These are supposed to be a game changer. I also picked up the iFly Titan DC5 with it. Really nice drone to get started into the hobby with. So in this video, I'm going to unbox the DJI goggles as well as show you how to connect it to the drone flight simulator. A little secret that DJI doesn't want you to know about is it doesn't actually come with HDMI in. Like, come on, it's 2019. I mean, it's 2020. Like, HDMI in is like a really important thing, and also HDMI out. So I'll show you how to get around that in this video. So stay tuned. So this is just Barran, and on this channel we do just about anything you can do yourself. So I'm told that this goggle's supposed to be a game changer. I wouldn't really know. I'm new to this hobby. I've never owned an FPV goggles before or FPV racing drone. So I really can't say much about how much game this is going to change. But my goal is to learn more about the hobby, and I'll try to share everything with you here on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to follow along that journey. Now, this isn't going to be a review of the DJI goggles. I don't think I'm qualified. There are a lot of those online. But what I would say is I spent a long time researching these goggles and others, Fat Sharks, Sky Zones. And what I would say is my real decision was choosing between these goggles and the Sky Zone 030s, which are OLEDs. They're analog systems. I had a really tough time deciding between both of them. And it boiled down to analog versus digital. And I went with the digital because it's the future. And I was really sold on the quality that the DJI digital is promised to offer. I bought those dreams wholesale.
Flying like a bird.
Wholesale.
Unheld dream of mankind.
Wholesale.
And brings you closer to this.
And it also helps that this went on sale for Christmas for $6.99. That was the Fly Experience combo, which came with 2 FPV air units. And I think right now it's back at $8.15 US, which is pretty pricey. And enjoy flying around in beautiful HD like a bird. So that being said, let's get into this video. Here I have the DJI FPV goggles. As it says in the box, it gives you all the things inside. So inside we should expect goggles, antenna, USB-C cable, quick start guide, headband, sleeve, that's cool, power cable, and safety guides, which we'll probably just throw away anyways, right? So yeah, pretty nice box. Gonna open it up. I already opened it up. We have this thing here, and we have the actual FPV goggles. And these things look really, really, really cool. Like, this thing is out of like Halo or some kind of video game. It looks cool. This thing actually comes out. This is the face pattern, which means it can be replaced or changed. I have intentions of actually changing this this padding. Again, these things look really, really nice. You have guiders at the bottom here to change the basically how the screen is on the inside. Each lens, right? We have buttons at the bottom here, vents obviously for the fan, channel buttons. We have the Type C, we have the SD card slot, we have the display port, the AV in here, I think just AV in, and headphones, sorry. AV in and headphones out, and then we have a power port. We have our power cable. So this thing actually takes 7.4 to 17.65 volts. Again, also we have the headband, right? A nice carrying case. Oh my gosh, inside of here feels nice. It's kind of felt on the inside here. But yeah. Usual books. We have the antennas. And we have a USB Type-C cable. So yeah, looks really, really nice. And how this actually goes down. Like that. So let me try this on. Oh, I think I need to adjust. Is this thing getting good? Alright, not powered up yet, but what I can say is it feels pretty comfortable on my face. I heard people say it doesn't feel that comfortable for them. I find this feels very comfortable. I notice light bleed coming in from the side here and this side here, as well as by my nose. I'm guessing that can easily be fixed by changing the face pad. This is changeable. I'm guessing DJI would come up with some new versions of this, as well as I've seen some third-party companies offer it also. Now, what I would say is it's so annoying that DJI gave this USB Type-C and it didn't put in HDMI in or an HDMI out. An HDMI out would be really, really cool so people can see my awesome flights, I mean crashes. But I mean, USB Type-C, from what I understand, can do anything. It supports HDMI. So once DJI has the hardware in place inside, we may see that in an update in the future. I'm not sure. I'm hoping for the best. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. But it's really, really, really depressing that they didn't put that in from day one. I'm not sure why. Really not sure. So what it did actually do is DJI did include a video in via analog. This is an RCA 3.5 millimeter AV in port via the headphone jack, which allows us to connect this FPV system to other analog systems like this RCA32 video receiver, 5.8 gigahertz AV receiver that I have, to the goggles also, as well as through some ingenious work, I'm going to be able to connect my HDMI out from my computer to the display now. So stay tuned for that. Well, I'm going to do that right now. So let's get into that part of this video. To connect this to our computer, we obviously would need the DJI goggles, a battery, or a 12 volts DC power adapter, which can replace the battery. We'll also need this HDMI to AV adapter, right, which has a HDMI in and output video L left and right. This is actually the most important thing in this whole entire operation. We would need a video cable to 3.5 millimeter AV in adapter cable. Now, if you don't have extra output on your computer, you may need an HDMI splitter, right, which basically takes one HDMI input, output, two HDMI outputs, as well as two HDMI cables to go along with that. So the idea is we will be taking HDMI in from our computer, HDMI out to the input of the HDMI to AV in converter, and this will then be going straight to the AV in pin of the goggles. Here also power will be going, and that's our setup going to be ready. Right now, this and this does require also external plugs to power it, so take note of that. And guys, I know this is not going to be pretty, but it is a workaround. So I get HDMI in and AV out to the goggles. What I did is I actually scraped around the edges another version of this. You actually cut out around the edge here, just so that it goes in correctly. So you can see here, this goes in really nicely here, as opposed to this, which goes in good, but not. There's still a very small space right here that, you know, rather not have. So yeah. So when you actually first plug these goggles in, the fan comes up, you get a nice little DJI display on inside of there, and DJI actually requires you to do an update to unlock most of the other features. I think out of the box it only allows you to connect to air unit. So to do that update, what you need to do is actually get the USB Type-C connector provided, connect it to your computer, and download the DJI Assistant software FPV version. Right now, DJI has a lot of softwares named DJI Assistant for different things. They have it for like the previous FPV goggles, they have it for their Phantoms, and a host of other software. It's so annoying. I actually installed the wrong software twice. So don't do like me. What you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to head to dji.com/fpv/downloads, right? And you would see DJI Assistant 2, DJI FPV series. Right now, presently at the time of this video, I'm seeing version 2.0.2, and I have a Windows computer, so I'll be just installing the exe. Yeah, so once that is installed, you basically open up the software. It will auto detect the DJI FPV goggles, right? I already updated it to the newest one, and you basically do the update. And oh wait, no, there's a new firmware available, so update that. So the update is finished finally, right? I have the HDMI input, right, which is coming from my computer, which is going to my display, and this cable here comes and runs to the HDMI to AV, and it's powered via the HDMI cable. It can also be powered externally. So from here, I'm actually connecting yellow, white, and red to my goggles, and then I could actually just plug this in here, right? So I have AV in and power. Now I can go to settings and navigate to AV in, and I'm seeing a blue screen. Now, why I am seeing a blue screen is what I actually realize is the display out of this cable. I'm not sure if it's a cable, or I'm not sure if it is the actual DJI output, but what happened is that this white cable here is actually video in for some reason. A lot of the online may have this problem, and I just suggest that you use the white cable and it will work perfectly, right? And right now I'm actually seeing the screen. So what you're actually seeing there is my Windows desktop. Actually, let's go in the barn. Okay. Again, not the most ideal. Yeah, so yeah, the goggles do feel nice. I would probably change the pattern to something a little bit more better. I see Banggood has them selling. The resolution isn't that great also, but it works. It works for what it does. My main goal is to just get a feel of flying outdoors inside before I take that time to actually go with the iFlight drone. Yeah, so maybe in the next week or two I would do enough hours on the simulator and I'll move to flying that drone. So stay tuned for that. Actually, but this right here, guys, is gonna be my baby. It came with It's almost ready to fly. It came with DJI. It came with a DJI unit already installed. I didn't want to go through the whole process of building a drone from scratch. And when I did the numbers, it actually came up more affordable. But I'll talk more about this in the next video. But I'm really excited to test this out. This is the Titan DC5 by iFlight in partnership with DJI. Like it even came with stickers from both companies, right? So in the next video, I'll be talking a little bit more about that, and hopefully soon I'll be outside flying with my drone, my baby, right? That being said, so I hope everybody liked this video, and if you like this video, do hit that like button, share, and if you like the content on my channel, do consider hitting that subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping the channel grow. And you can also leave a comment, suggestions, feedback in the comment section below if that's something you're into. And as always, this is just Barran saying just do it yourself, just be it yourself. That's all anybody could ask of you, and see you in the next video.